In this video, we are going to look at box plots, and we're going to look at how we represent outliers on our box plots as well. So this first question, the heights of some plants are given, and we need to draw a box plot, and we're told an outlier is 1.5 times the interquartile range above the upper quartile, or 1.5 times the interquartile range below the lower quartile. So let's work out our quartiles and our median, and then see if there are any outliers that we need to represent with a cross on our box plot. So the median, halfway through the data. So we've already got the data split into two halves. Halfway is in between 18 and 19. So our median is at 18.5. So on our graph, 16, 17, 18, 19, 18.5 is here. That's our median. And then our lower quartile is halfway through the lower half. So that's in here. Our lower quartile is 15.5. So again, a line at 15.5. Our upper quartile is halfway through the top half of the data, which is at 20.5. So then we've got a box around these ones. Now let's work out if there are any outliers. So 1.5 times the interquartile range above the upper quartile, so that would be 20.5, plus 1.5 times the interquartile range, which is the difference between the upper quartile and the lower quartile, and that's 5. So 20.5 plus 1.5 fives is 28, and 15.5 minus 1.5 fives is 8. So do we have outliers? Anything below 8? No. Anything above 28? We've got two numbers, 31 and 34. So 31 and 34, we're going to mark with a cross. Our lowest value is 10. And then we've actually got a choice for our highest value. We can use 23, which is the next highest one. And that is what I'm going to use. But the alternative would be to use the boundary for an outlier, which is 28. So there's two ways of doing it. Neither are wrong. So I could use 23, which is the next highest value, or 28, which is the boundary for outliers. So that is our box plot. A question for you to try. See if you can give this one a go. So we've got the heights of the plants again, and let's work out our median, which is 21, halfway through the data. Our lower quartile is halfway through the lower half, 19. Our upper quartile, halfway through the top half, 23. So our interquartile range is 4. So any outliers? 19 minus 1.5 fours, which is 13, or 23 plus 1.5 fours, which is 29. So we've got two outliers, 12 and 32. So we can mark those with a cross, 12, 32. And then we can either use 14 or 13 as our lowest value. I'll use 14. Our lower quartile is 19. Our median's 21. Our upper quartile is 23. And our highest value, we can use 28 or 29. I'm going to use the next highest one, so I'm using 28. And then we just need to draw a box around my quartiles and connect to the highest and lowest. So there's our box plot.